are at a private residence in Estero, Florida. My name is Chris Daggy. I'm with Overall Outdoor Services, and this is part of our landscape management and installation division. We've basically done everything here from the ground up. When we first came out to this property was about 3 years ago. They had nothing but grass. They had just finished construction. So everything that you see during this video, we have designed, installed, and partly maintained. We've sourced these plants from all over the state. We went to hundreds of different nurseries to make sure we get top quality products and plants and trees. All the trimming that you see is done by us. The staining of the trees, the annual designs that we do every year for the Christmas season is done by us and designed by us. The stones we've sourced from all over Florida, and we also managed and installed the irrigation system and the landscape lighting that you'll see throughout the video. So when we started on this property, it's 10 acres in size. Again, it was just barren grass. They had not a single plant or tree. Over the last few years, we've brought in a couple thousand plants, anything from the annuals like you see here behind us to 3-gallon plants that we use as perimeter plantings, thousands of clusias around the sides that are now growing into nice privacy hedges. We brought in every single palm tree. You know, there's probably over 100 palm trees that you see, from Sylvesters, foxtails, royals, pygmies. While doing all this, we incorporated grading into it, so you'll see that some of these palm trees are lifted higher, as well as some of the plant beds. That's crucial. That's not just important for the palm tree to have good nourishment. We brought in fresh soil, but also for the drainage of the property. When they selected us to be their landscape contractor, we have to take everything into consideration. So the grade work is important. We got to make sure the property still drains after we do our landscaping. After our landscaping, we want to make sure the irrigation's set right. We want to make sure the palm trees aren't getting too much water, make sure the plants have plenty of water so they have good growth. We want to make sure that the landscape lighting is buried properly, that some of these plants are elevated. As you see in the back, we have custom rock beds. We've done a couple bridges in the back. All the hardscaping has good drain and pitch. And we want to make sure that when this property is finished, that everything fits hand in hand with each other. That's crucial for a proper landscape design. If you're missing one of those important steps, whether that's irrigation or drainage or plants not planted in the right spot, nothing ever turns out to be 100% as beautiful as it could be. And as you go across this property, you'll see that it flows effortlessly from start to finish. Even though we did it in phases, it's all tying in now, you know, from the street frontage all the way down to their Laguna style pool that they have in the back. So with a property of this size, we had so many different options. We wanted to use a lot of the space meaningfully. So we have a couple different amenities that they have here, like the fire area that we built behind us. As this stuff progresses and grows, it's going to create more of a private area where you can have your bonfires at night in a smokeless pit. We installed all these palm trees that you see around us, and then brought in a lot of the granite stone for low maintenance, so you don't have any grass that you need to cut that's in between. Also different aspects of the company. We had brought in the marine construction side. They helped us out with building these planter boxes that you see around the pool. And as you go to the private garden that's on the right side here, you'll see that there's also a composite bridge that was built. So some of these palm trees we had to assemble on site. So as you see here, that is a quint Sylvester behind us. We brought these palms in individually and assembled them to one main focal point. After a few months, we're going to be able to remove the banding and straps that are holding these trees into place as it starts to grow together. That seemed like that was the perfect fit for such a large property, having a massive centerpiece that just gives such a strong impression of your pool deck. So we're really tying everything together, and next we'll go over to the secret garden that you see over here on the side. One of the difficulties we had to overcome on this property is to make sure that water would be able to shed off easily. So as you see, that pool deck is massive. All that water has to go somewhere. So we came up with this area so it's an ease of maintenance. We surrounded it with clusia, so you kind of get your privacy in the back. And as you see, there's a small swale or dip that goes underneath this bridge that the marine construction department built to allow the water to pass off the pool deck into the rest of the yard. So once all this grows up, it's going to be able to flow properly and give the ultimate privacy. The bridge that I had mentioned earlier, this is 100% composite. We use the wear deck material, stainless steel screws, and as you see, there's no wooden posts, and it has recessed lighting in it. So at night, this place really lights up. Once these clusias grow up, we were able to manage, again, to let the water flow through the hedge without losing that privacy. There's only one small area you can look in and see inside the pool deck. So it's really going to feel like a private oasis when all this comes together in the next few months. Once the construction was completed, the massive pool, we built the pool equipment room that you see behind us here. This is a 30 by 30 structure built out of concrete and block with a metal roof. The homeowner had his own little touch put on it. He's a metal fabricator. He built this climbing rock wall for his kids. Everything comes together and flows well. This is really the ultimate package. You got everything that you could need: rock walls, bridges, private gardens. At night you can enjoy your fire pit area, huge landscaping, palms, a lot of sun deck areas and pools. You have hot tubs, lazy rivers, bar stool areas, sun shelves inside the pool, gigantic hot tubs. They really did everything that you could imagine on this project, and it turned out really well.
We started with Overall Services about 2 or 3 years ago, and I can't say enough great things about Chris and Overall Services. In this day and age, you can't find a company that actually does what they say they're going to do in a timely manner, and they absolutely do that. You'll definitely hit a home run. We definitely hit a home run with them. We still continually use them. We've done about 4 or 5 phases here, and we still have more to do. Everything that they do with us is professional, on time, and is exactly what we've asked them to do. We just really can't say enough great things about them. They are definitely a great company to work with, and the value for their money that you get with him and his professionalism is just, it's definitely a home run.
Thank you for watching our project showcase. We're, again, Overall Outdoor Services and Overall Marine Services. We can be found at overalloutdoorservices.com. As you can see behind us, no project is too big or too small. Give us a call. We can design your ideal backyard today, 239-322-2661. And don't forget, we can please your wife.